Hi guys, today I'm talking to you about your inspiration statement. Now, what's an inspiration statement? Your inspiration statement is, as a client of mine recently reminded me, your mantra. Now, mantras work, don't they, when you very first start using them. But if they're not personal, if there's something generic, they cease to work. It's a little bit like gratitude. There's only so many times you can tell yourself that you're thankful for the food that you have on your table or thankful for the shelter above your head before it ceases to mean something. Now, if you have been genuinely at risk of starvation or have lived homeless on the streets, then perhaps being thankful for having food and shelter is intensely personal and relevant. But the vast majority of us are so incredibly lucky that we've never been anything near approaching genuine starvation. And we've never even spent one night sleeping out on the streets. Well, not voluntarily, not involuntarily anyway. So those things don't really resonate with us. Those platitudes and gratitudes don't resonate, right? In the same way that if you pick up somebody else's mantra and it's something relatively generic, it doesn't resonate, and it doesn't resonate with you because it doesn't speak to that deep emotional connection that you have with your vision. That future version of yourself, that best version of yourself, you in free nature, the person who you dream of being, the person who you could be without limitation, right? What your inspiration statement is it's a mantra, yes, but it's a deeply personal mantra. It's a distillation in 2 to 5 words of your vision and everything that it means to you. It's a distillation of how it feels to be that person who you could be without limitation, that person who you could be if you spent more of your life in free nature, that best version of yourself. When you close your eyes and you think about who you could be, who you're going to be in 3 years' time, think about how that feels. Right now, if we can capture that feeling in a short, easy to remember phrase, as I say, 2 to 5 words long, no longer than that, then you have your shorthand. You have something quick and easy to remember in the moment. And it needs to be quick and easy to remember in the moment because we're going to use this as your compass. As I've said previously, you can be the driver or the passenger. We can be actively pursuing free nature, the best version of ourselves, or we can sit back and let our learned behavior, our default in terms of our limited nature, and I say default because we've ingrained it by repetitively following it in our past because we lacked the awareness of what we were doing, but we don't lack that awareness anymore. You're building that awareness now. So now you're the driver. You get to choose. Are you going to repeat this familiar pattern that's limiting you? Or are you going to choose to embody the characteristics that your best self, you in free nature, embodies? Right? Your free nature characteristics that put you in free nature, that deliver you to your vision. It's a choice. And it's a binary choice. It's a left or a right. It's a north or a south. You're at that point of making a decision. You're at a fork in the road. You need an easy way to know which way to turn. Your inspiration is that. It's your compass. You know, if free nature is your true north, it's showing you your true north. You're not having to recount, oh, what are my 3-month goals? And does this align with my 3-month goals? Or where do I need to be in a year? And does the decision I'm about to make deliver me to that? Or what was that 3-month vision again? And should I be thinking about the personal or the professional? Like all of that's groundwork. And that's to seed that stuff for you at a subconscious level, but you need a quick way of accessing that information. That information is the feeling that you're after here, right? And your inspiration is that, it's that shorthand. So I'll give you a couple of examples, one from a former male client, one from a former female client of mine. The female client used the inspiration statement, single word. I've said 2 to 5 words, but she got hers down to 1. Hers is lioness. And lioness meant 5 or 6 different things for her in terms of characteristics she wanted to embody or values that she wanted to amplify that were her at her best self, right? That if she got up every day and she actively and intentionally tried to embody those characteristics and live out those values, she was who she wanted to be in that day, and it was going to deliver her to everything that she wanted in life, right? Lioness said all of that to her in 1 word. So when she had a decision to make where she wasn't quite sure of the answer, she just thought, what's going to make me feel more lioness? Great, I'll go there. If it's going to make me feel less lioness, I'm not going there. So simple. Likewise for the male client, his was 2 words, adventure warrior. Now, this didn't mean that all he wanted to do was climb mountains and fight people. No, not at all. It had a unique personal meaning for him that again was linked to the characteristics that he wanted to embody as a human, and was kind of representative as his values, everything that he saw as valuable in life and worth pursuing, and ultimately if he pursued it would deliver him to his vision, right? So then when he was at a crossroads, he said, well, what's more adventure warrior? Is it to do A or to do B? Well, A is more adventure warrior, right? I'm going there. Or, right, I'm not going to do that because the end result of doing that is to be less adventure warrior, or my adventure warrior would not choose to do that. So it's your compass, it's your decision-making tool, it's the distillation of your vision, the characteristics, the elements of your personality that you want to embody that put you in free nature and in line with your values and your meaning in life.